Okay, in this video, we're going to walk through the basic steps to center mark and center line a drawing that has a slotted feature. When we lay out, this is the part of the assignment, the measure, model, and dimension assignment. When we go ahead and start laying this out, we lay out our standard multi-view, and then we go right ahead to the first step in dimensioning and grab the annotation tab, grab our center mark tool, and we're going to go ahead and start center marking the arc feature on the end of the slot. Then we're going to go down and we're going to start creating the bisector lines or the center lines for the holes. And then if we were then to use the same bisector line and select the two hidden lines, it's going to then create a bisector line in the center. That is not correct. The way that this would then be laid out and the way that it should be set up is going to look like this, in that you are center marking the center of the hole for the slot. So there's a way that you can do this, and there's a way to override the feature that creates a center mark in the center of the hidden lines. So what I'm going to do is walk you through that process right now. So on the part that does not have center marks and center lines, this is where you're going to want to begin. And one of the things that we need to know is we need to know what is the radius from this outside arc to the center of the center mark here. So I'm going to just go ahead and grab my dimension tool, and I'm going to select. Come on, Inventor. I'm going to select. Should have worked. Try this again. Grab my dimension tool, select the arc. Is it not happy right now? Oh, I know what's going on. I've got those turned off. Okay, I had to then go ahead and turn back on my layers. I had actually turned off the layer. So this part was measured in metric. So this is 6.35 millimeters. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is then we're going to go ahead and then create a sketch on this front view. So to create a sketch on the front view, we're going to mouse over the view so you get the red dotted highlight. Mouse over the view and then select the view. That view is now selected. And then we're going to come up to the top ribbon bar and select the tab that says Start Sketch. When we select this Start Sketch tab, there's going to be a sketch that is created on the front view. So if you zoom out, the crosshairs of that sketch are on the front view. What we need to do at this point is we now need to utilize the geometry given in the front view to create 2 points that we could utilize when we finish the sketch to draw a center line. So what we'll do is we're going to go over to our line tool and grab the line tool, and we're going to come to the intersection point of the hidden line for the edge of the hole and then the top surface of the hole. So that would be at this point right here. I'm then going to click and I'm going to pull out, and I'm going to go ahead and put in, actually this is going to be in inches, so 6.35 in inches is actually going to be 0.25. So that would be in 0.25. Because this is an inch drawing and this is not a metric drawing, we're only dimensioning it in metric, the distance over will be 0.25. That's the conversion for millimeters to inches. We'll do the exact same thing down here at the bottom and draw over 0.25 as well. Because what we want is we want to have the endpoints of those two lines at that point for us to utilize. Okay? And then we'll just keep doing that. We're going to do that for every one of these lines that we need to create. So 0.25. And then we'll do it again here. Come over 0.25. Okay? And once we have this set up, I'll show you the finishing process to get the center lines or center marks in. And I'll go up and hit Finish Sketch. And then what I'm going to do is instead of using the bisector center line, I'm going to utilize the center line tool. So I'm going to click on the center line tool, and I'm going to come down and move back and forth. And you can see that there is a line that turns red. Okay, that red line at the end of that is going to be the center of the arc. So at the end of that, I select that point. I draw down to what will be the next end point of the line at the bottom, select that, and then I can right-click and hit Create. That creates the center mark that is directly in line with the center of the arc circle. I can do it again on the other side, right click and create. So what you have to do is create the geometry necessary to go ahead and then center mark those center arcs. So I hope that helps with this process to get the center lines in the proper orientation and complete your drawing. From here on out, you're ready to keep going and dimensioning the part as a millimeter or metric drawing.